YouTubers?
No.
Hi there, YouTubers. I want to talk about bread. I used to think that when I went to the grocery store, that when I purchased a certain type of bread, that it was actually the bread that I purchased. Right? Not true. This really angered me. I've got like an allergy to white bread. And pretty much all breads, sourdough is about the only bread that I found that does not make me have an allergy attack or allergic reaction. And I know it's because of my gut flora. I know all about that. Been doing lots of work on that. If you see any of my other videos, you'll see that I'm working hard on all that. Learning a lot about nutrition and health. So, I'm out on the road. My company made me travel a lot. And I went to a grocery store and I bought what they said was sourdough bread. Alright, so I take that home into my hotel room. I start making stuff with my sourdough bread. And I'm having a reaction. I'm going like, oh my God, how can that possibly be? It's sourdough bread. So then I look around and I find out that it isn't necessarily sourdough bread. It could be sourdough flavored bread. I'm like, holy cow. It doesn't say flavored bread on it. So my wife and I, when I got home, my wife and I went to a grocery store and we're asking about sourdough bread. Like, where is your fresh sourdough bread? And the girl who works there is making minimum wage, really doesn't care, right? And she's going to stay nameless, whatever. So she says to me, and my wife, that, you know what? We get shipped one kind of dough. One kind of dough, white bread dough, and we just roll it around in whatever people want. So if you get a whole grain bread, all it is white bread, and they roll it around in whole grain, bake it, and they call that whole grain bread. Well, if you're a whole grain bread lover, you know it's nothing like that. Same with the sourdough. She said, like, if you have sourdough bread they put out, then they put sourdough flavoring into it, and they cook it and make it look like sourdough. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's sourdough. Oh my God, that really made me angry. The only place that I could find that had real sourdough was markets, where people make their own sourdough at home, sell the loaves at the local market. You know for sure, because they don't want to be harassed, and they want to sell the bread. You know that it's made right. And I know, because when I eat it, I don't get a reaction. So one other place that I've managed to find that has actual sourdough, I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't get a reaction, is Costco. You know, and we don't get paid by Costco. This is not pushing their brand. I'm just saying that this is the bread that we buy. And we are slowly learning how to make our own bread. Like, we're going to start making our own sourdough starter, and then we're going to start to make our own sourdough bread. But so far, I've tried to make a starter and it just isn't working for me. So there's something I'm not doing right or whatever. But I just want to let you know, like, it's so disgusting to me that these people can sell you stuff that is totally not what they're saying it is. And that is really frustrating. That should be illegal. I am sure it is. But you know what? The corporations own the governments, and how are you going to fight that, right? So be aware. This is what some girl told me who works in the grocery store making the bread herself. I can believe that. Because if I went to the manager and asked the manager, how come I'm getting a reaction to your sourdough bread, he would outright lie. He would say, I don't know. You know, so these guys are nuts. They don't give a crap about you and your health. I hope this has helped somebody out there, because you got to know that these people don't care, and you have to care. So like, subscribe, and share this with anybody you want. just want to say I love you guys, and bye for now.